Hey, welcome back to Excellent Minds. Today I bring you 5 XLOOKUP features that you probably didn't know, maybe because you were used to VLOOKUP, and you know that XLOOKUP does the same thing as a VLOOKUP. Well, get ready to learn these features now and stick around until the end of the video because I have a bonus XLOOKUP feature to share with you along the way. So, let's begin. Number 5. XLOOKUP can handle missing values. The value to look up is usually in a cell. Now, if that cell is blank, it can return an NA error. We can handle that with the if not found argument in XLOOKUP. Let me show you. Okay, now suppose I am looking up for a product that is not listed on column A right here. I should have an error message, but I'd like to have XLOOKUP handle that by giving me a customized return value. In this case, I'd like to have it say not found. Here's how XLOOKUP does it. It actually does it in a specific argument. So let's say I'm going to look up for a product named pineapple, and we expect it not to be seen in this column A. So I'm going to type in pineapple as my lookup value. As you can see, my lookup array is basically the entire column product A, like so. And I will go ahead and give the return array. I'm looking up for a price. And then this is where the if not found argument comes in. It's a feature of XLOOKUP that handles not found lookup values. So in this case, I am hard writing it as not found. And I will show you what happens here. So as you can see, it did say not found when it's supposed to say an NA error. Number 4, XLOOKUP can search from bottom to top. VLOOKUP never actually search a value from bottom to top of a column. It always searched for a match of the lookup value from the top of the column downwards until it found the first match. Let me show you. So here I'll show you how VLOOKUP tries to look for a match in its lookup value. It always looks it up from top to bottom, and let me show you here. So I'm going to type in VLOOKUP, and if I will type in the lookup value of, let's say, orange, right here, and of course my table array shall be this one. And then of course my column index is number 2. And I'll go ahead and close the function. You can see that the price that it returns is $1.2. That's because the first value that matched the lookup value orange is in the third row, which is a price of $1.20. But VLOOKUP cannot return the orange that is priced as $5 at the bottom of this table array. This is where XLOOKUP takes care of it by a special argument. Let me show you. So in here, I am bringing the lookup value as orange. The lookup array is definitely, I can just pick the product column. My return array will be the price themselves. And then I will go ahead and skip if not found, and I'll skip the match mode argument. But here is where search mode argument comes in to take care of searching it from bottom to top. So in this case, if you'd like a bottom to top, which in this case should say search from last to first. And so I'm putting in -1. Like so. I'm closing it. And as expected, it did return the $5 price for the orange that was found, the first orange value that is searched from the bottom to top of the column of the product. Number 3, value to lookup can be in any row or column of the table. Let me show you that. Now I'll show you how VLOOKUP is so limited with the lookup values location. It cannot actually look up a value and then return the value that is associated on the left side of it. For VLOOKUP, the return array or the return value should always be located on the right side of the lookup value column. Let me show you that. I will try and find the category value associated with the product apple. So here, I'm entering VLOOKUP, and of course the lookup value, like I said, is apple. And the table array for VLOOKUP, we will have to select the entire thing. And the column index number, you would normally say, you would normally say 1 or 2, but in this case, the category column is on the left side of the product column. So let's find out. And there you have it. As you can see, it returns a value error because it is limited to only returning values on the right side of your lookup column. In this case, you could use it to find a price, but VLOOKUP cannot find the category. This is where XLOOKUP comes in and takes care of that. Let me show you. The XLOOKUP function is not limited as to where your return array is, nor is where your lookup value column is. Watch this. I am using the argument of lookup value as apple. My lookup array will be the product because that's where apple should be. My return array, this time, watch as I can actually highlight the return array to be on the left side of the product column, like so. And then I don't have to put a column index number because, this is XLOOKUP. I can simply go ahead and close this and I get category A. Number 2, XLOOKUP can return reference to a cell. VLOOKUP, like most of Excel functions, cannot return a cell reference. Let me show you. Okay, suppose we have a value field right here, and we'd like to make a sum function to add all the values that would start from product ID 123 all the way to product ID 130. You would normally do this. I do a sum, and I can go ahead and highlight 17631 over here, all the way to 16347 because that's where 130 is. See, this is our range, which is from product ID 123 all the way to product 130. And there they are. And you can go ahead and close it. That's one way to do it. But if you want it to be dynamic and not hard writing it that way, this is where XLOOKUP's feature of referring to a cell reference comes in. Watch this. So instead, write your sum like this. So your first part of your range is going to be coming from B2. Put a colon, and then now, instead of hard coding your B9, which is where 130 is located, you would want to use an XLOOKUP function instead. So my lookup value is this cell right here, which is 130. My lookup array will be the project ID themselves, like so. And then my return array, will be these values right here. And I'm going to close this function, and you get the summation like what we had earlier. And number one, wildcards. The XLOOKUP function in Excel does support wildcards in its lookup value argument. You can use the asterisk symbol as a wildcard character to represent any sequence of characters, and the question mark to represent any single character. Let me show you. Suppose we need to look up the population for Los Angeles, or in this case, a city that starts with the word Los, LOS. You can use the wildcard character that can be inserted in your lookup value in Excel's XLOOKUP function. Do this, enter in your XLOOKUP function. Your lookup value will be an asterisk, the string LOS, another asterisk to represent characters after this word, and then your lookup array shall be your city column right here. Your return array will be your population here. If not found, we can put an error handling string, say not found. Now this is where match mode comes in, and then you will be picking wildcard character match. That's the XLOOKUP feature that takes care of this task. So go ahead and enter 2 and close your function. And there you have it. It found the population for Los Angeles. Now here comes the bonus feature of XLOOKUP. But before I reveal that, I'd like to take this moment to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, not only because you'll get the latest update on the data analytics, but also you get to help us support persons with disabilities like myself. And as a person with disability, I know how difficult it is to get support. But by creating educational videos and sharing it with the world, I believe I have a chance. So like and subscribe. Now on to the bonus feature. Now here's one great feature of XLOOKUP. It can actually not only return a value for you from your return array, but if your return array is entered as a range of columns, then you get those range of columns associated with the value in the lookup value. Let me show you. Suppose I need to enter I need to look up for project 130 and the values for the value field, field 1 and field 2. Then you can enter your XLOOKUP like this. Watch this. My lookup value is project 130, so I'm typing in 130. My lookup array are the project IDs. My return array, this time I do not limit my return array as a single column, but I can go ahead and pick all the columns that I want to be returned, like this. And let me close this function now. And there you have it. You now have the values in multiple columns for project 130. I hope this video has given you a good overview of XLOOKUP's special features. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And if you want to learn more about Excel, be sure to click here to subscribe. Yes, right here. Thanks for watching.